presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Today, it's the final round of the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, this is an approach shot here at the first hole that will get a player's attention.
It will. Very strategically placed bunker that protects that green, plus the angle of that green. If you're going to take it across that bunker, you better judge that inch perfect.
On the green in regulation. He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? Kind of a tricky read. Getting set now over the putt.
Now, that's a good par there, Rich.
Teed up here at the second hole, Frank. This is a short par 4 measuring about 370 yards.
While it mightn't have the yardage, it's certainly made up in strategy by all the bunkering down here, Rich. And it's really two bunkers that you've got to, or two complexes that you've really got to worry about. One down the left, you see, is about 285 yards to carry, and then that next crop comes in just about 300 yards. So you've got to decide whether to go over the bunker on the left and short of the other one, or even lay up to the right, perhaps short. And that's where you realize this is very much a two-shot hole, and play it that way.
So on the putting surface, and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. Now to the third hole, a par 4, 471 yards. Frank, break this hole down for us.
Well, the trouble appears down that left side with the series of bunkers, but you've got to take into account the trees that are well positioned down the right side. Plus, as you can see, this fairway is not exactly flat.
He's hit a good drive here at the third. Down there a good ways and in the fairway. This, the second shot here at the par 4. That will be a great look at birdie. Par yesterday, now for birdie. Frank, you can feel the momentum shifting.
You can. It might look tight at the top at the moment, but you definitely get the impression we're going to see a change in the lead very soon.
Beautiful birdie right there.
This one's going left, Rich.
Not knocking down the flag stick here, but looks as though it will find the green. Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. Very impressed.
Well, here we are at the first par 5 of the day. The fifth, 535 yards. Frank, break it down.
It's called double trouble. Reason why, there's the lake on the tee shot on the left side, and then he's reversed it up there on the second shot. He put the lake on the right. Second shot.
Wouldn't call it a great approach shot, but it still ends up in the fringe.
A little bit of magic from here. The hole's not over.
Frank, a little chip shot here from the fringe. Now, a lot of options. I've seen some players hit 6-iron. Others will shut down like a sand wedge.
Yeah, there's two schools of thought. Some people just try and perfect like one club. But really, the best chippers chip with a variety of clubs.
Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And getting ready for the putt. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par.
Frank, I love a par 3 where you have to hit one solid golf shot. Anything less, and you might pay a severe price. 255-yard par 3-6. What a hole.
No, you love watching somebody else play a par 3 like that.
Right.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Jeez, that one just blew past the hole. It's actually on the fringe right now.
And another good par.
Frank, the 7th is a short par 4, 346 yards. So I'm guessing it's a layup off the tee, but it might be a nervy layup because you have water on the right, and if you miss left, that's no bargain.
It's very distracting looking down the right side. I think that's the easiest way to put it. But if you can break this hole down, 346 yards, if you take 120 yards off that, which is like a wedge, then the layup only becomes like 220 yards. That seems a little less intimidating.
We just saw a player in total control of what he's doing. Didn't miss a green in regulation all day long. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament.
Now the second par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right side gives you that optical illusion because it sort of has that curvy edge to it, plus it sort of moves its way to that right side, and then you notice there's a bunker on the left that sneaks in on the left side. So this isn't just sort of blaze away off the tee. It still requires a good straight tee shot. If you do err a little bit, then you've got to be very cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem...
No way! He hold it, Frank.
Great pitch up.
Well, Frank, here at the par 5 8th, 559 yards. Looks as though the player's getting a break from the water, but there is some trouble out there.
Yeah, there certainly is bunkering both on the left and the right. Once again, though, par 5s are always an opportunity for the longer hitter. Even if you stray a little off line, then it just becomes a free-shotter like it is for everybody else.
And that sets up well for a chance at the green here at the 9th. Second shot, good look at the green. Good chance at one. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports, continuing at PGA West in the Career Builder Challenge. We're on the back 9 now. Hole number 10 is 416 yards, a medium-length par 4. But again, the player has to deal with water.
It is. This is a double dogleg, really. And if you don't get the ball in the fairway, you're going to kick yourself.
Frank, is this a definite green light, the approach at the par 4 10th?
Well, there's enough opportunities at PGA West for the long hitters. This is an opportunity for the really good iron players. This is where they have a chance to shine, because a good iron player will give himself a birdie putt here. A poor iron player here, all of a sudden they'll find trouble.
And setting up here in the rough.
Not a problem there, Rich.
Locked in on the read and the speed.
Those keep the round going, those par putts. Frank, how about this hole, the par 5 11? long one.
Oh, it is. And, you know, anything over 600 yards, only the longest it is the Bubba Watsons, the Dustin Johnsons of the world. The other ones that can get home on a hole like this. For the other ones, even those bunkers down the left side are sort of in play. You at least have to give them a cursory look off the tee. Nothing wrong with a hole, a par 5 that you can't reach. You can still play it as a 3-shotter. And in some respects, you get rewarded for laying up here because that water that comes in on the left-hand side, that's not going to be in play.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. What a turn of events. Just turned this round upside down. Started off slow, but then managed to pick up the pace and back on track now. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Good putt.
Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards, but Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, you know, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9-iron? Are you better with a wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag.
Frank, what's the right play here? Second to the short 12th.
Short flags, obviously got to keep it on that front section. When you've got a back flag, you've got to get it over that little faint ridge that's in the middle of this green. Got to go past that.
Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par.
You see the blend of holes here from the long par 5 to the short par 4, now to the 214-yard par 3 13th.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Steady all day long. That one about 20 feet away. He'll settle. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Getting set now over the putt. Good work right there. He'll settle for par.
Frank, what's the best way to make 3 here at this 389-yard par 4 14th?
I'm not sure, really. I know there's 2 definitive options, you know, hitting it down the left or carrying over the bunker. And I think that's another example of Pete Dye. There's one of those holes you never really know if you've made the right play until you finish the hole. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. No fairway here. This one in that rough. Has 135 yards to the flagstick, sitting down in the second cut here.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
That is always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game. And it's amazing. Doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. You love to watch him disappear, don't you?
Solid par 4 here. The 15th is 468 yards. Well, Frank, we are turning home. It says so on the scorecard here at 15.
It is, and once again, another example of great bunkering by Pete Dye. Bunkers on a lot of golf courses are just simply left and right, but what Pete Dye does, he lets them cut in, especially that one down the left side of the fairway. It cuts in, so it has to be avoided, and it's going to be about 280 yards to take it completely out of play. That's probably the best line, is to get it just past that last bunker on the left side.
That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
Frank, this could be an exciting and pivotal point in the round, the par 5 16th.
Especially if the player decides to have a go here. If you're going to take it on a direct line, then you've got to carry all of that bunker complex. But then the other thing to realize, what's the worst thing that can happen? Just in the bunker, right? It's worth a go. Either that, hit it down the right side. There's no way you're going to reach this par 5 and 2.
Now the second shot to the par 5. Ready for his third shot. Needs to hit this close. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been.
Well, Frank, the most famous island green obviously is TPC Sawgrass, Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, Pete Dye's creation. People forget this is also an island green here in the California desert.
And it's called Alcatraz, and I've never heard of anyone trying to break into Alcatraz.
Frank missed the green off the tee. Well, this is always one of the toughest moments in any round. You've made a mistake, you hit it OB, you're disappointed, but you have to regroup, you have to focus, and try to get this next one in play. This will be the third shot after being penalized for going out of bounds. Really like the way he's swinging it, and the results speak for themselves. Inside of 10 feet, beautifully done. Now slipping back into a tie atop the leaderboard after that bogey.
It's scary. Looks like they found reverse gear. Not a good sign.
Gives up a shot, slides down into a tie for first after that bogey.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, that's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break. Not a problem there, Rich.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So a tough way to close the round, missing a short putt and a bogey here at 18. And this will be a 5-foot putt here.
Rich, with so few holes left, bogeys are just that much more expensive.
That will really hurt his chances of catching the leader.